Hello, continuing with me, Winter Androids, picking up where we left off last time, where I started this series here as, honestly I don't even remember the name of the country to be honest at this point. But yeah, it's in the thumbnail, whatever, and title. But yeah, end up forming the Somali Empire here, which honestly, only land I actually needed was basically just the Horn of Africa, or here, just a long layer, pretty much. All this is basically just a result of the colonial expansion decree kind of going crazy, colonizing all that land, forcing me to take all that pretty much, and getting the borders cleaned up and stuff. So yeah, got quite a bit of extra land already from what I needed to form the Somali Empire, but yeah. Into the previous episode, just after defeating these two countries here, so I could get the last land that I needed and everything. So I still got a decent amount of work to do, considering gotta go through all these buildings and stuff. But yeah, I am technically the strongest country in the world now, after all that. I'm honestly not sure how long I've actually been the largest producer of tea, but I'm just going to go with a story that England was the strongest country in the world, until I became the largest producer of tea. So yeah, I guess to start things off for this episode here, I will basically just try and go through, get buildings built very quickly, and then I'll start expanding again. Most likely going to be taking them over, and then start going and taking over the rest of these countries and get at very least southern half of Africa fully under my control, I think. I think that's more or less my goal currently for this episode. So yeah, I'm just going to get straight to work on getting buildings built right now. Alright, so I got all those buildings built and everything, and my aggressive expansion has actually gotten all the way down to 0 in that time. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and get to work on expanding again. And I currently have an alliance with them up here. I also had an alliance with Malmix as well, but that alliance ended and they have not asked to renew it, so yeah. Go ahead and fight this country here right quick. Take them over. And then I'll start expanding in Africa. So wipe them off map. I'm just going to ignore Pakistan over there. Alright. I want to take you over as well. You have a defense pact with a jam. Annoyingly, I guess. And do I want to continue this? Do I want to fight them and fight a jam at the same time? Do I want to do that? Because if I do, I will take all this over here and a bit more over here as well, without question. Okay. I think I'll go ahead and do it. You apparently have an alliance with them. Huh. Alright. Sure. Whatever. Yeah. Because the alliance I had with them ended, my troops now have to go around the entirety of Africa to do something about that country. Alright, sure. I'm just going into the war in that case. Alright then. I'm completely destroying a jam, basically. I could actually completely wipe them off the map. Almost. I could wipe them off the map, pretty much, but they would have a single province remaining annoyingly. So, this is most I'm doing here, I guess. So I'm just going to leave them with that and just basically the rest of this land over here all becoming new countries, I guess. We're getting sold off to our existing countries right now. So, there we go. Nice. Now to clean up these borders for all the extra land that I took myself. Alright, there we go. So, that is the new borders around here at this point. Good. Honestly, I guess I'm keeping that island because I honestly don't know which one of these two I actually want to give that to. But, yeah, whatever, I guess. Let's see, all my armies are over here. Good. Very good. So, let's go through here and get a bunch of this stuff done, considering going to wait for my aggressive expansion to go back down once again. Considering how much it's gone up as a result of taking all of this stuff over here in the Middle East. Well, my former ally here just for some reason decided to go to war with the countries that I just made independent. And yeah, of course I now have to defend them because obligated to defend these countries because I literally just gave them their independence and everything and they already fucking won that. Of course. Sure, whatever I guess then. Meh. Send my troops back down south I guess then. Oh well. But that's honestly a bit annoying that just happened. Screw you. Going and doing that. But yeah, whatever. Get back to work on what I was doing here. Alright, so I kind of went through, got buildings built again in all these provinces around here, and also increased the size of my army. Got 10 full armies there, so 800,000 troops total. But yeah, I think with how strong my army is now, I should be able to actually easily afford to fight coalitions, so yeah, let's see. I'll go to war with you. You have an alliance with them again. Honestly, don't really care about that too much, to be honest. But will very quickly get both of you dealt with, without question. So, my army just needs to go through, wipe all them out, which I think they probably already destroyed all their armies. Looking at things, yeah. So now it's just a matter of my armies just going around, taking all the lands. Great. And there we go. I have occupied literally every single one of their provinces there. Are you serious? I can't even take them over completely? The fuck? God damn it. Okay, I guess that's the best I can do here. In that case. Annoyingly. So I guess that's all I'm doing there for now. So, I will now quickly go through and fight another country, I guess. Actually, I think I'll go after them next over here. Get Madagascar under my control. And a coalition just formed against me, so I am now at war with all of them. Alright then. Got it. Congo is the one leading coalition. Okay. Honestly, I don't think they're really that strong, to be honest, but they are apparently the strongest around, somehow. Generally, how in the world is the Congo the strongest? Is it literally just the economy? I think it is. Damn. Alright, sure. But that's in the entirety of Madagascar under my control. I will go ahead and colonize these islands out here as well. After this war, I guess. But my armies, of course, need to actually defend all this land before they can really start going on the offensive against the Congo. Which I think they have basically started at this point. Yeah. It's probably going to be a bit slow progress, but they'll get it done. I think I might just temporarily take control of my army manually so I can get this done quicker, possibly. Okay, that is the Congo fully occupied. That is good. So my armies should actually start, yeah, attacking all these other countries. Perfect. Nice. So I won't have to deal with any more random attacks on my lands because they're all going to be busy trying to get their own lands back now. Good. Need some armies down south down there. So this is the only stuff that's left now up here. Basically finishing off what the little Momaks have left. And then a few countries over the Middle East, I think. Yeah. And that's it, from what I can tell. Yeah, that's everything. Unless they have some random islands out in the middle of nowhere, basically. But, yeah, there we go. Let's get this peace treaty dealt with here. which I'll actually be finishing off a bunch of these countries finally. Now, that's more or less what I kind of want to be taking right now, but do I want to go even further with this and just take over a shitload of lands? Honestly, I am not sure. One thing I think I will definitely do is get this stuff off the Momix up here and give that to the Ottomans, I think. Just because I don't really like the fact that they have that stuff up there. Now, Anatolia. Let's see. Doesn't look like any of them have any islands under their control. Good. Okay. Sure. Then I guess I will go with this here and then just kind of continue things afterwards or something. So, yeah. Finishing off Southern Africa down here, getting those two countries taken over, I think is my next priority there. And then I can go out to that and this country, I guess, possibly. Yeah, I think that's what I'll be doing pretty much. But for now, I basically got all that done. So, moving on to getting as much of this stuff done as I can, basically. Just doing all this other crap while I wait for the aggressive expansion to go back down a bit more, I guess, because I don't really want to be fighting another coalition again in this episode. So, yeah. Just go through, try and get as much of this stuff done as I can. Okay, so, once again, got all those buildings dealt with and everything, so I think it is time for me to go after the rest of these countries here. Get the rest of Southern Africa under my control. I think I will probably just take over the Congo completely as well, to be honest. Yeah, why not? I think I'll do that. Oh, that does spend my aggressive expansion well over 100 instantly by doing that. But meh, whatever. I'll find another coalition I have to. To be honest, I'll probably make things a bit easier for me. Guess I won't have to fight individual wars for the remainder of the lands I want to get under my control for this episode. Which is basically just these two countries. And then some that lands there, and I guess clean up the border around here and stuff. So, yeah, I'll most likely be taking over both of them completely in the coalition that's about to form, and to wipe out a bunch of these countries here, and probably them as well, maybe. Not entirely sure. But yeah, just gotta wait for a coalition that is not actually going to form, because my aggressive expansion isn't actually over 100. Alright, sure, whatever. Let's go ahead and get this next war going then. There we go. That country has been dealt with. Now my aggressive expansion's over 100. Alright, doesn't look like they're going to form a coalition right now. So I'll just go ahead and fight in the next war. Finish my main objective for this episode. There we go. Now all the troops can go north. Now that I have all of that done down here. Great. So, now, will they form a coalition or not? Will they do it? Because honestly, I would honestly really like to just kind of wipe out a bunch of these countries completely. But I can't exactly do that easily unless they form a coalition against me. Guess I'll just kind of slowly go through and just wipe out a bunch of these countries while I wait for them to form this coalition that I'm waiting on. There we go, finally. Finished taking over all those small countries over here that I wanted to wipe out before they finally formed the coalition. So you are the leader of it, huh? Makes sense, you are the strongest at this point. And you do now have a border with me because of that stuff there. Okay, sure. Okay then, let's get this dealt with quickly. Well, my army is doing a very good job. They have already occupied most of their land. That is very good. Managed to actually occupy most of their land before they went and headed back to deal with something else. That is very nice. It's not often the AI is able to do that. And I think that is actually all that's completed. So they're going to be attacking the rest of these countries now. Great. Perfect. Mainly control that army to finish off the rest of Balochistan over there. And all that over there is done in Africa. So all that is left... Actually, nope. That's everything. There we go. Good. Nice. Okay then. So, let's get this dealt with. And take out a bunch of these countries, I guess. Alright, so... I think this is what I'm doing here. Getting all that lands there. I will fight a quick war with that country there afterwards so I can take them over. But yeah, there we go. That's done. Good. So, I guess I will kind of just quickly go through, get a bunch of this stuff done again here. I'll colonize these islands out here that haven't been colonized yet as well. Get buildings built so I don't have to do that at the beginning of the next episode. And yeah, of course, take over that one country right here. Without a question. So, yeah, that's there is all I'm basically doing for now, I guess. So, quickly get all this other stuff done, and then I'll end the episode. Alright, time to quickly just wipe out this country now here. And she apparently have an alliance with that country for some reason. I'm just going to ignore them. Over there. Just take this one over, and that's that. There we go. Nice. So, yeah, that there is basically the end of this episode here. Now that I got all that stuff done, and I don't have to deal with a bunch of the other random crap in the next episode, thankfully. So, yeah, next episode I'll be taking over the rest of Africa, without question at this point. I'll probably be moving into South America as well, maybe over into India too. Considering how much Portugal has there, I'll be moving into Europe as well, I guess? I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think I'm going to be finishing everything in the next episode. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. So, yeah. Europe, complete absolute mess over there, to be honest, at this point. Same when it comes to Asia, at the very least India there. And also the Americas. Seriously, what the fuck is going on over here with Lithuania and France? Ugh. But, yeah. I'll eventually get all that cleaned up because I'm going to eventually control everything myself. But for right now, that there is the end of this video here. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.